Brothers, it's time to stop all the hatred in the gaming world. No, I'm not saying we need to hold hands and sing campfire songs, but we can't let hate consume the hearts of all gamers. Just stop and think about it. How often have you been subjected to constant insults, ranging from your ID, your skill level, your mom, or better yet, guys who want to sodomize you? Ever notice how YouTube has become overrun with petty, bitter remarks, usually lacking in logic, tact, and taste? Breaking things down piece by piece, I'll demonstrate that the root of this hatred rests in one human emotion: envy. Envy can be defined as an emotion that occurs when a person lacks another's superior quality, achievement, or possession, and either desires it or wishes that the other person lacked it. In gaming terms, player A got owned and admires player B. Of course, they would never admit that, because that would be showing weakness, which their pride won't allow. As the gaming population continues to grow, so does the level of competition, which in turn increases the amount of peer pressure, aggressiveness, and hostility. People expect to win and get very upset when things don't go their way. In the case of most of the Call of Duty community, envy is one of the constant causes of unhappiness. Have a shitty connection? Domed by a pistol from 30 feet away? Last stand dude keeps killing ya? Keep failing to get that revenge kill over and over? No doubt these types of things make a player very frustrated, which soon makes them volatile. Keep these things in mind next time. Negative results, envy, frustration, anger, and hate are all interconnected. So stop yourself from sending the other guy a spiteful message just because they kicked your ass. Don't curse at the other team for playing smart and organized. It's a universal and most unfortunate aspect of human nature, because not only is the envious person rendered unhappy by his envy, but also wishes to inflict misfortune on others. Once a player is consumed with envy and rage, the true colors really shine through. Behind the obvious filth and spiteful exterior though, most insults have a much deeper, positive context. Take this common one for example.
Fucking cheap camping noob.
We can break this down to mean, hombre, I admire you for playing smart, implementing superior tactics, and performing well. I'm frustrated that I lack the patience and brain power to counteract your strategy. Instead of admitting I played poorly, I'm making excuses and insulting you to hide my embarrassment and envy. Envy can also derive from a sense of low self-esteem, resulting from an upward social comparison, threatening a person's self-image. Player A admires his opponent for doing well, wishes he could emulate his skill, and meanwhile detests himself for being so weak. Envy can be a good thing if kept in check, and if it motivates a person to accomplish a certain goal. Without it, we would be content with mediocrity and never strive to get better. But for every individual, there is a thin line, a point where envy crosses into the realm of frustration, anger, and hatred. Basically, anytime someone makes obscenities about another's playing style, you will find envy at the root of it. Let's say player A is heading toward the objective, and player B runs and knives him in the back. Player A yells out,
"Fucking faggot."
But what he's really saying is, "Hey dude, you outsmarted me and outplayed me. I'm frustrated that I died, and wish I could emulate your superior tactics. I insult you to hide the fact that I'm just disgusted with myself for playing poorly." This, my friends, is envy. You can make all sorts of excuses as to how these theories don't apply to you, but then you'd be lying. Everyone, from the casual nubbers to the hardcore fuckers, experience envy at some point. The first step is admitting it. While we may not be able to change the caveman within, let me reintroduce some basic concepts that everyone can grasp. Take a look at professional sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and tennis. What are the opponents doing after the game is ended? They shake hands, they hug, they show mutual respect. All of these things represent sportsmanship, and is a word many people today have clearly forgotten. When you're sitting in the lobby between games, why not offer some form of friendly gesture? "Good game, bro," or "Nice defense, man." Conversely, stop yourself from ridiculing a name, trash talking, instigating a fight, or spewing some form of hatred. Not only will this reduce the amount of animosity on both ends, making it a more enjoyable game experience, you may just end up making a few friends along the way. With more friends, the better chance you have at teaming up and winning, thus eliminating your envy and frustration in the first place. It's plain to see that there is a complete lack of respect and, let's face it, basic manners nowadays. Let's compare a YouTube channel that has gaming videos to a gallery that has artwork. Everyone has a right to view both, look at the pieces on display, and react however they please. But the people who go out of their way to see them usually have a deep appreciation for it. They may question the flow, pattern, or overall style, but a normal person comes out feeling satisfied. Sure, there are times when an art lover may be disappointed, but they would never walk up to the artist and say, "Hey, shitbag, your painting fucking sucks." So why is the same not true for YouTube? People watch gameplay vids because they love games, yet they constantly talk down to the director for the most insignificant reasons. This is partly due to being insecure. They know they can't duplicate the results, so they envy and despise the person. Others may just be dumbfounded that a channel or video gains notoriety while theirs remains unnoticed. At the very least, give some constructive feedback instead of just verbal diarrhea. Bad-mouthing is such a petty and disgusting habit, yet is so prevalent in the gaming community. I understand some people may lack formal schooling, but that doesn't mean decency and civility should be thrown out the window. Learn to show some respect. To sum things up, when we think about it, insults are a typical and predictable reaction to envy. Players are too proud to admit they were outplayed, so they make excuses for the end result. Players feel ashamed at performing poorly, so they hide behind insults instead. Players admire others for performing well and wish they could have similar results. Players get frustrated at being outplayed and direct that frustration on the one with the most success. The fact that a mere video game causes so much hate and animosity is a sad reflection of our society. So instead of getting all fired up when someone outplays you, react like a civilized person. For people who constantly get insulted, don't stoop to their level, but just take pride in the fact that they admire you. So my brothers, I hope that we can all make an effort at holding our temper, thinking clearly, and showing some respect for others. Stay tuned for the next episode on hate. Pride!